All right, and we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I've just realised I've spent about an hour or so changing the layout of the bench for this, and I've just realised that from where I intended to stand here, the camera is right in my line of sight to the chat. So
you will be making intense eye contact with everyone every time you read something.
yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move that window over to there, so it's in the middle. There we go. Get rid of that. Right, can you still see that all right? Good. All right, hello everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome to the show. Nice dirty PC indeed. Yeah, get a load of this. Bam. That's not the camera making them that color, everyone. That's actually what they look like. Yeah. So yeah. So for those of you who don't know, this is the PC that Caradog and I water cooled back in the old shop. Although it wasn't in this case at the time.
No, it was originally water cooled in November 19, I think.
Yeah.
About that. It was about November 19.
Yeah.
Because it was a couple of months after the 5700 launched.
That's right, yeah, because you then went out and got a water block and the rest of it for it.
Yeah.
So, absolutely. Yeah. The only other thing we've done is it's been moved into a different case, so it's slightly less jank. Did we drain the system when we did that?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was drained and redone because we replaced the tubes as well.
Yeah. However,
just to make nicer runs.
Yeah. However, it still just had deionized water in it with not any kind of coolant, and so stuff has grown in there basically. So yes. Chris Kingham with the $10. Hello. Thank you very much. Don't forget to clean the ketchup and mustard. Yeah, we'll see if we can do anything. Well, we might do something about. We're changing the power supply, aren't we?
No.
Or are we just putting a fan in the power supply?
We'll actually mount the fan into the power supply.
Okay, yes. But we're not changing the power supply.
No, not at the moment, because I need to shuffle my other power supplies, and I need to do more Tetris with power supplies.
Fair enough, yeah.
And then I'll free up a power supply for this one that isn't a CX500 that's missing a fan.
Yeah. Who needs a good power supply? We're not fixing the ketchup and mustard today, folks. So, yeah. Ben Lay with the £5. Thank you very much, my dude. Yummy orange juice. Do not drink the liquid. Forbidden orange juice.
So, do you have a bucket?
A bucket? Yes.
Good. Because I was going to say, how else are we going to empty it?
I do, and I'll go and get that. And we'll start emptying it now because this is a live show. We will be talking tech news as well. We're just doing this at the same time. We're experimenting with the format, basically. And we're just going to see, because at any given time, there's always something kicking around the shop that I could be building or tinkering with. But the problem is I never do it because I never have time. And so we're sort of coming around to the conclusion of, well, let's do this while we do the live shows because A, it means that I can tinker with stuff on stream, and B, it means that we've got a bit more going on the show kind of thing. So yeah, right. I'll go and get the. Are
we planning on doing a Linus for draining this?
Well, you're going to drain it, I think, and I'm going to read the chat. I'll get the bucket. Tell the people what's in there. Someone asked what the CPU there is in there.
Yes, absolutely. It is a 2700X on an X470 Aorus Gaming 7 Wi-Fi, because long names are better, with 32 gigs of RAM, running it, some custom timings, because I started memory overclocking, found something that was stable, and then went, I'm not twiddling with this anymore. This is actually kind of necessary to be stable for work, with a 5700 XT 50th anniversary edition with an EK block of some kind. I can't remember which EK block it is, and then the EK Velocity CPU block.
This is a bucket.
Congratulations.
Okay. That was okay.
That was okay. I'm pleased that was okay. Good. So
come on, someone in the chat help me out here.
My question is, I'm not sure how we can remove the res without causing a problem, just because of the custom mounting bracket.
Hey, it's a perfectly good mounting bracket. I'm just going to decrop that camera. There we go.
Yeah, but it's still
right.
custom.
It is. Let's see. Can we? Yeah. Right. So how to remove the res? Well, this unscrews. This comes off. What's the problem?
More of a case of I'm uncertain will it survive the process.
Oh, I see. I think it will.
I'm not saying I doubt your handiwork. I just
Yeah, it's kind of sketchy. But yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm looking at that now, and I'm like, that's ghetto, but it's not going to fall over and die. We can absolutely remount that. So yes. Okay, right. Yeah, let's get to draining then. I'll catch up with chat, and I'll let you take the honors. So there is the bucket. I will get a towel just in case there's a disaster.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Something.
Well, at least we've got a tiled floor, right?
Kill me.
Emergency towel is on the floor,
There you go. Cool.
along with block.
Good.
There we go.
I guess we could also just, jump voltage into there as well, which will help.
Yes, we could. Yeah. Yes. I have. I can easily rig something up for that, so that'll work as well. Let's see.
Yes.
Get the scissors out to Graham's mop. This ain't a mop. This is a bed head. This is not a mop. However, it's not very well cut. I'll give you that. Let's see. What's the reason for the budget PSU while everything is high end? Because it works. Basically.
Because Caradog is terrible and hurts everyone.
Yeah. Caradog is it's not a question of who will let him, but who will stop him. It's just if it works, then he won't fix it. So yeah, that's the problem there.
But the reason is because I stole the power supply out of this computer to put in another computer.
Is that for your 5950X rig?
No, it was for the dual 3060 Ti PC. Because this had the TX 850.
Oh, right, fair enough.
TX? RM 850i? That one. It had the RM 850i or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That one. The one with the Corsair Link. The old Corsair Link one.
Oh, yeah.
It had that in here. I needed that because dual 3060 Ti's. And then I had that lying around with no fan. And I went, I know, I'll fix it by laying a fan on top of it.
Fair enough. She'll be right. Yeah.
And then it fixed it.
That's the thing. Power supplies, they don't need a lot of cooling. So, yeah,
No.
just a blower pointing vaguely in that direction will be fine.
Exactly. I'm going to go over this side.
Okay, do you want to swap sides or?
No, I'm going to take it down here.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just looking at what this is plugged into. It's up there. You come out of there.
Sai, hello, how's it going? And
Oh! I unscrewed the res from the pump, not the cap
from
the res.
I was just going to say, I'm like, how are you spilling liquid already? You haven't even taken anything off. All right. Let's there we go. That's that. Are we gonna try and pump out? Or oh yeah, that's draining pretty good actually. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, that was fairly painless. Good. All right.
Okay.
Good stuff. Also, to answer the question of do I do all my shopping at Tesco? Yeah. This is a small town. We've only got a Tesco, so yeah, it's either that or drive to the next town, basically.
I trust I will be able to get this back on.
Should be fine, yeah. Are we putting new hoses on?
No, because I forgot.
Oh. Well, that's going to make everyone immeasurably sad. Yeah. Well, I mean, I wonder if we can try and clean those hoses slightly. Like, I've got some Sillet Bang or something. We could try flushing them through. And there's the tip. We have the first tinkle on the desk.
Oops. Oh well.
It's fine. It was going to happen.
Good.
Wow, there's still quite a lot in the rad.
Do you want to tip it?
Which way?
Towards me, towards the holes.
Yeah.
There you go. I think that's most of it.
Yeah. That's enough that we can actually start dismantling it. Right. Okay. There we go. Draining done.
These are actually almost captive now because of the deformation. So I guess that works.
Good. Why I not vlog a laptop repair now? I don't like live streaming repairs. It's not as easy as it sounds. There's a lot of complicated stuff. Oh yeah, it's fine. We've got the thing there. There's a lot of complicated stuff that can go wrong with that. Specifically, with 9 times out of 10, you need parts and just yeah. Whereas messing around with building PC stuff is a lot easier to do live because we can do everything here.
Where is the camera? Oh, it's there. I was
Oh,
blinded
yeah,
by the light.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. If we switch to that one, there you go. Now you can do the close-up of, yum, 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 yum.
I don't think it's meant to look like that.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, I was expecting it to just rub off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me see what cleaning stuff I've got.
I imagine a sponge and soap will be fine. But, yes.
I've got some light scale remover. That's probably good. Let's try that. We're two idiots with no idea what we're doing here, by the way, everyone. So, yeah. This is what we're doing.
Have you got, like, paper towel?
I can... yes.
Cool.
There's some paper towel. And I'll get another one of these cloths handy as well.
Where's your alcohol?
Oh, I was going to say alcohol a bit early, but you know. Or maybe it's not. There's that. You'll have to conserve it because I'm running low. I've got more at the old shop. I just keep forgetting to go get it.
Oh dear.
All right, there's another one of those. Right, let's see how well this does. Let's see.
I'm
We are waiting for your laptop repair. Yeah, there is more laptop repair in the works. I've got a couple of videos that are queued up. There was going to be one on Thursday, but I didn't get it ready to release in time. And I don't like releasing videos on Fridays because then the podcast comes out on Saturday and eclipses the video. So that's supposed to come out.
I just
For a moment, you looked horrified. You're like, oh, you know.
because I didn't expect it to put up that much fight if it was supposed to come out.
Oh.
And then I didn't expect it to come out that easily if it wasn't supposed to come out. So
Fair
it's this
enough.
very odd dilemma of just being like, what did I do?
Right, okay, well, that's gone very well. That's cleaned up a tree. Try some of that on there if you're having trouble shifting the gunk. I'm going to rinse this under the tap, and then
Yes.
that's
I
basically...
feel like there's going to be an awful lot of rinse,
Yeah.
scrub.
Yeah. We might be on bucket cam for a while here. Actually, if I go back to face cam and then switch on bucket cam, there we go. Then we've got the close-up cam. There we go. Caradog just lives behind bucket cam now. Sponsored by Tesco. Yeah. Not yet sponsored by Tesco. So
Sponsored by Club Card.
yeah. Right, I'm gonna bring this out.
That'll do. That'll do. As some famous YouTuber says, good enough for Australia. Oh dear. I'm just pleased that it doesn't seem like there's too massive a build-up in the actual pump. It's not like piles of stuff that's coming out.
I don't think it's as bad as it looks, to be honest. I think it just looks horrendous just because of how badly it stained the hoses.
Yeah.
So yeah. Where did I study laptop motherboard repair? Lewis Rossman's YouTube channel, basically. Yeah, I cut my teeth on laptop repair just watching Lewis Rossman videos. More specifically, his earlier stuff when it was a bit more focused. Which is not to say that it's unfocused, but his older stuff was more accessible because it was more, they were edited videos, so they were a bit easier to digest than just the live streams. Although he's gone back to doing edited videos. He does put them out now and then.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
because that was always kind of my thing with his videos. They were like an hour long, and I just kind of felt like there's a lot of not a lot.
Yeah,
sadly,
you do need to be prepared to put in a lot of watch time.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's scratched up. It's
exceedingly soft plastic.
Yeah, when I was cleaning it, it didn't look like it was scratching.
Yeah. No, I'm just shocked. It's apparently made out of 1,000 plastic bags.
Yeah. It's not noticeable once it's on, but yeah, I'd have been a bit more careful then.
There.
Yeah.
It is of little concern.
Fair enough. Yeah. Still, that's worth noting. I'd have been a bit more careful if I thought that was going to be acrylic.
Yeah, as what?
Well, no.
It should be.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Unless it, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's supposed it is.
Acrylic.
Acrylic is just softer than I thought, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Okay. Well, it's clean. Clean looks nice.
Yeah.
Rick Lakes with the $5. Hello, hello. How you doing? Where are my marigolds? I don't use marigolds, although it's okay to use them. That's fine. So, let's see. MacBook Series circuit, not like Windows laptop. MacBooks and Windows laptops, yeah, MacBooks are more complicated. MacBooks are a bit more complicated, but they're not a million miles away. If you get your head around MacBooks, then Windows laptops will seem fairly straightforward by comparison. However, also, the older MacBooks were a lot easier to understand than the new ones. New ones are highly integrated now. There's just lots of just black chips that do everything. Whereas the older ones, there were more discrete components, so you could visualize the circuit better. So, hopefully we don't clean the blocks with IPAs. That can destroy the plastics used. Okay, we'll make a note of that. Replacing tubes or attempting to clean them. We're going to attempt to clean them because we don't have replacement tubes. We forgot them. So.
Oh, power.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't trample that away. You're free.
Cool.
Right. Okay, have you got a free hose yet? Because what I'll do is I'll try... Yeah, if you take off one of the hoses, I'll try filling it with this line scale remover and we'll just see if that does anything for it.
There you go. I realised that I have no window or anything on that block, so I can't even see if the GPU one's filled.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean...
But the GPU temps are much better than the CPU temps, so...
Yeah. I mean, if the CPU block has got gunge in it, then surely the other one will as well. Right. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I've just crammed it full of cleaner. And I might just...
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I might just leave that for a bit. Just leave that to soak. And just then rinse it out and just see if it comes good or not. I don't think that's gonna change colour.
No.
So yeah, I think we're going to end up with yellow hoses still. But at least we know that there's nothing in the that just fell into your power supply, I believe. Yeah.
Oops. I can't actually see it.
I can. It's.
Oh, it's there.
Yeah, I've got damp hands, so with a damp hand, I'll reach into the power supply to take out a shard of metal. That seems like a great idea. Yeah. This seems pretty safe, right? Do I have my own oscilloscope? No, I don't have a proper oscilloscope yet. It's next on my list of things that I need to get. I want to put this down somewhere, but I can't because it's filled with stuff. I'm going to get the clamp. I'll put it over here.
Hey! I successfully removed an AMD cooler without also pulling out the CPU.
Congratulations! Did you twist it first?
No.
So you got lucky. Okay.
No, I went...
Fair enough.
It came off. It did it.
Christopher David with the $20. Thank you very much. Greetings, gents. How do you like the FLIR IR camera so far? I'll level with you. I haven't used it. I haven't had... I know. I haven't had a single short circuit that I've needed to do voltage injection on yet, because I don't do board repair that often, and yeah, I haven't had a good excuse to use it yet. I'm at the point where I'm just like, I may just sabotage a board and rig one, just so I can actually make a video about it. Because yeah, literally, it's been sitting on the side. I haven't used it, and I'm like, I want to play with it and I want to use it, but nothing has come in for it yet. I'm going to change to this camera while Caradog takes apart the CPU block.
I'm pleased by the lack of smell.
I
expected it to be pond life.
No, not that much.
Yes.
Nasty, nasty, nasty. It's not too bad, though.
My plan was to basically just take out the lumpy bits, then fill it up, turn the pump on, leave it running for a few minutes.
Flush it, yeah.
Dump that stuff out.
Yeah.
And bin that and then fill it again because I've got 4 bottles.
Yeah. Just so people know, this has been running with deionized water, but we're putting in Corsair. Still alive. We're putting in Corsair XL5, so we've got like 4 bottles of this stuff to go in it. Is it super gross?
Not massively, but just it's decolored the copper.
Yeah. Let me where's the? I'm moving over to the focus bar. It's all the way over there. There we go. Yeah, you can go in a bit closer than that now.
Close.
Yeah, so that's what we got there. So there's a little bit of grunge in there. It's not horrendous.
But it's mostly just a decoloration up like there.
It's just oxidization.
Yeah.
So yeah, what we'll do,
So I will toothbrush that.
Yeah, we'll lob a load of the lime scale remover in there, and that'll probably sort it out.
Well, I don't want to get it on the gasket.
Oh yeah. Will the gasket come off?
Oh.
Or do you want to be?
I'd rather not.
Yeah. In that case, just toothbrush it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I was just going to toothbrush it and alcohol it.
Yeah. Well, surely the alcohol will attack the rubber in that case.
Well, no, but alcohol on toothbrush.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all.
Yep. Give it a whirl. Yep. Can I repair PC speakers? Depends what's wrong with them. So yeah, that would depend. I mean, if it's just a power supply issue, then maybe. But I don't know anything about amplifiers and that kind of thing, I'm afraid. So couldn't do anything on that front. How many years use? You're right there. Oh, did you flick yourself in the eye?
No, luckily it was my forehead, but it was just bad. I was just like, wrong direction.
Yeah. I was soldering the other day and a wire flicked and it spat solder that hit me square there. And I'm just like, ow! Hide. Where were we? What oscilloscope am I looking at? Oh, I think there's a cheap Rigol that I keep getting recommended one. I'm like, yes, that looks good. I'm probably going to buy that one. And then I forget which one it is. But yeah, there's a cheap Rigol that is like, it's like a 100 megahertz scope, but it's really easy to hack it up to 200 or 500 megahertz, I think. So something along those lines, I think. How many years use is this? When did we put it? When did it last get drained?
6 months after it was installed. So 6 months on from November 19.
Really? Was it that long ago?
Yeah.
So yeah. So in that case, so a year. Yeah. So it's been about a year then, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But also, when we last drained and refilled it, we didn't open up the blocks and stuff.
No.
So
absolutely.
yeah. So that's about a year and a half of life with just deionized water in it.
Yeah, and it was intentional.
Yeah.
Which we were intentionally running it just with deionized water.
Yeah, you wanted to see what happened.
To see basically what happens, how long can you run it for?
Yeah.
Can you actually do it?
Yeah.
And it's a case of yes, but no.
Yeah, because the hoses went yellow within the 6 months, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
The
that
hoses
happened in
turned
space.
super fast.
Yeah, that happened in a matter of months.
Yeah, we replaced the 2 on the GPU, I think,
Hmm.
and several of the others were the same, and you can't tell the difference now.
Hmm.
So it's clearly something that happened really quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to sync this.
Yeah, go for it. Also, someone has suggested toothpaste, and I do actually have some toothpaste here. If you want to try
because
that.
they've got micro abrasives in them.
Yeah.
Whitening your teeth.
Actually, I think the toothpaste tube I've got is at the old shop. However, yeah, Just a thought. Okay. Let's see. I saw it. There it was. Sean Modo with a Rigol DS105 1054Z. Yes, that sounds familiar. I think that's the one. And yes, I do know Soren's YouTube channel, Electronics Repair School. And reviewing and playing more RPM with 10 Canadian dollars. Always like seeing this type of video. Awesome. Glad you're digging it. As I said at the start of the stream, we're trying a slightly different format for the show, and we're just kind of seeing how this goes. Because if today goes well, may as well flip back to the face cam while we're not doing anything here. If today goes well, then we'll do more videos like this on Saturdays. I mean, the plan is still to sort of talk tech news and stuff while we're here, because that was the original point of the podcast. But yeah, we want to try and sort of be doing stuff while we do the show. And this one's a bit more involved, but like next week we'll build up some other Intel 4th gen rig that I've got kicking around that I need to do and stuff like that. Just all the little things that I'm not getting around to doing. We're just like, let's do this during the podcast. And we've got something to do and talk about while we're talking, if you see what I mean. So let's see. How long does it take to turn into a petri dish? Yeah, about 6 months. Although that much being said, having looked at these water blocks, it's not horrendous. This was deionized water, not tap water. So it's not gross, it's not smelly or anything like that. It's just discolored. And that happened within about 6 months or so. So it seems like the question of, do you have to run proper coolant in your water cooling? The answer to that is apparently yes. And funny thing is, I mean, when I used to run water cooling, I don't remember the hoses discoloring that easily. But I've no idea what kind of tubing they use these days. We used to use Tygon tubing back in the day. But no idea what this stuff is made of if it's the same. How did that pan out?
Hasn't got any bits in it.
Yeah,
which is the important part.
Still a bit discoloured. Yeah,
well, the only way you'll get rid of the discoloration is by acid, I'd imagine, because it's actually in the copper effectively.
Yeah. Again, if it wasn't for the gasket, then I would say drown it in bathroom cleaner, and that'll bring it good. Because I've done that with water blocks years ago. But yeah, I understand though. I can sympathise if you don't want to remove the seals.
You can just about see like the actual solid lines of stuff.
Just a bit on that. Fair enough. Just run black tubing. Yeah, that'll do it as well. Sorry to ask, not a good idea to pull a battery when working with water. Yeah, absolutely. Our power supply is not plugged in, obviously, so no problems there. What's my understanding on the PLT RST and RMS RST, that SIO signal? No idea what those things are. I'm assuming those are some signals on some laptop motherboard. I don't know that off the top of my head, I'm afraid. Is the Dell 3410 good for gaming? I'm not sure specifically what that is. Is that an Inspiron 3410? Depends what graphics card you've got in there.
Oh,
yeah. Tech news. AMD using LGA. Yes, that's pretty much the only tech news that's come out this week, I think.
Oh.
But yeah, AM5.
That was that way. That was that way.
There are pictures of the AM5 CPU base, and it is confirmed to be LGA. I can't
remember which way around it was.
Does it?
Well, because it's got fins, and obviously there's a flow.
Yeah, that looks symmetrical to me. So as long as it's 90 degrees, correct.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
It's possibly that way around. Okay.
Yeah. So AM5 LGA confirmed. I'm indifferent. PGA is easier to fix than LGA is. However,
camera.
PGA is easier to fix. However, LGA, you're putting the delicate stuff in the motherboard that is cheaper to replace in the CPU. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts, really. I am fairly indifferent. I like PGA, but then on the flip side as well, I think PGA starts getting really sketchy when you get up to high pin counts, and I think AMD are at a ceiling with how many pins you can really put on a PGA CPU without having problems. And I think that's the other reason why they're switching to LGA, is just you can achieve higher pin density.
Also, apparently, I don't know where I was seeing this, but apparently PGA is worse for high frequency
That would make
transfers.
sense. Yeah, because
so like high frequency memory bus.
yeah, I mean, you've essentially got through hole legs on the bottom of it, so you've probably got massive ESR or inductance, basically.
Yeah.
Whereas pins, you're getting closer to the board, so yeah, that I could definitely believe that. Let's see. Now you need to have blue, and the yellow is gone. What case is this? What case is this, Caradog? It's a Corsair
Obsidian 750D.
Obsidian 750D. Yeah.
It's the non-airflow edition, which has become an airflow edition.
Yeah. It's become an airflow edition by virtue of the fact that it doesn't have the front panel on it. So.
Yes, that was a modification made by someone else.
Let's see. Can you use the car radiator to water cool your CPU with a normal water pump? I don't know about a car radiator. You could probably use a heater matrix, which is the car's heater radiator, which is essentially just a small radiator. But I don't know how much benefit you'd get from that, because because the thing is, like, yeah.
Oh wow!
You might get away with it. You might have to double pump, or you might have to use a big ass pump like an Eheim or something like that. Rather than this is an EK D5.
Yes.
Yeah, we're using a D5 in this, and the D5 is a pretty badass pump, so it might be able to do it, but you might need to double pump if you want to get through a car radiator. I think there's going to be just too much volume in there. Although I would wager you could probably passively cool, but you'd have this enormous rad and just, I don't know. I think there's easier ways to achieve silent running on a computer. So.
Yes, engage Mike in the mechanics.
How do you decide if a water cooler is needed versus traditional fans? I mean, I use all-in-one coolers everywhere just because I can. I like them because you get silent running and it moves the bulk of the cooler to the chassis, which means you've got all of your weight is on the chassis instead of hanging off of the CPU. And that just is nice because it means you've got a nice open space inside the computer, and you can move the computer around, and just, I like AIOs.
It's mostly an aesthetic choice.
Yeah.
For the, I would guess, 85% are. It's an aesthetic choice.
I would also agree with that, because you can get, like if you're running Noctua air coolers and stuff like that, the actual performance benefit is fairly minimal. There are benefits, there are pros and cons, but for the most part, it's mainly about aesthetics and sometimes just moving the weight around. So yeah. As for if it's actually necessary, well, to be honest,
on standard desktop, custom loops aren't necessary.
No, custom loops absolutely not.
I wouldn't argue necessary. Beneficial, yes. Necessary, no.
Yeah, it's
not... like when you get to like higher, if you're attempting to overclock Threadripper or something like that.
Yeah,
I'd say yes, absolutely necessary.
Yeah. There are other optimizations you can do to achieve high amounts of cooling, especially like with AMD. AMD are doing really well for performance per watt at the moment. And like the only time where it really gets a bit hectic with AMD is the 5800X, because that has a big old hotspot on it, which is very, very difficult to cool. It's not because there's a lot of thermal. It's not because there's a lot of heat coming off of it. It's just all the heat is concentrated in one spot on the chip. What are you looking for?
Nothing specific. Okay. Just seeing what we had.
Fair enough.
That's right. So it's done.
So yeah. Toothpaste confirmed for excellent job of cleaning the fins of blocks. Okay, yeah, that's good to know. So yeah. The Latitude 3410 confirmed for Intel only graphics. So yeah, that's not going to be good at gaming, I'm afraid. So yeah. So yeah, why is most of my vlog laptop repair more on short circuit? You want to see me fixing missing signals? I'm not very good with missing signals. I don't have a lot of experience on it. The videos that I make reflect what I see and I'm able to do, basically. I am not a board repair superstar. I'll freely admit that. I show the entry-level stuff. If you're past short circuits and you're like, I want to learn about missing signals, you're past what my channel can teach you, basically. That's the bottom line of it. If you're dealing with missing signals, you're past the skill level that my channel deals with. So yeah. And yes, this is Caradog's daily driver. It's not the only computer he's got. He's got too many computers kicking around at the moment. But this is absolutely Caradog's daily driver.
This is very much my work PC.
Oh, is this the one that you have at work at the moment?
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Actually, we can get a bit closer than that.
Because everyone needs a 2700X and a 5700XT for
50th anniversary edition.
Absolutely, for Word.
Blistering Facebook performance. 500 is all. 500 watts is all you need. For up and it's only this. It's only the 30 series. It's only the RTX 30 series and the AMD 6000 series that has actually raised the ceiling on power supplies. For the most part, 500 watts will see the vast majority of computers, and you can do the maths on that. Because, like, let's say you're running, this has got a 5700 XT, 5700 XT, the graphics card.
Oh yeah, yes.
XT, yeah. And let's pretend that that's using 300 watts, which is 300 watts peak. I think that's fair. And so
given it reports like 150 to 160.
Yeah, so it's more like 200 watts then. So let's say 200 watts, call it 300 watts because why not? CPU, you're not going to see more than 150 watts unless you're overclocking the balls off of it.
That's literally the socket power limit on AMD.
That's it. It's the socket power limit, 150 watts. And so at that point, you've got 150 plus your 300, you're at 450 watts now, which is less than 500. And that's assuming, we're estimating 100 watts over on the graphics card. So that's the thing, is you don't actually need nearly as much power as people think you do. However, the latest generation graphics cards have become very, very thirsty. So when you're
spiky.
Yeah, and spiky. So now when you start talking 3070s and 3080s, that changes the dynamic a lot. Suddenly, as soon as you're dealing with that, requiring 600, 700 or 800 watt power supplies is now actually quite feasible because they have to be able to soak up nasty 400 watt, 500 watt spikes from the GPU. So yeah, that's the problem there.
I somehow have thermal paste like under my RAM slot.
All right.
What? How?
Yeah. Let's see. Why custom water cool on Ryzen 2700X? Because we could.
Because
basically.
Also a 2700X was the best CPU you could get at the time.
Yeah.
Basically. It's fine. You've got a 5800X in a box down there. We'll upgrade it for them.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yes, because November 2019, Ryzen 3000 wasn't out.
No, it had just
come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
However, the 2700X was still
More
pretty
than-
baller at the time.
Good enough.
Yeah.
I only upgraded from this because Ryzen 5000 came out, and I wanted Ryzen 5000.
Yeah.
Basically, not because I had any actual need.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. That's looking fine. Let's see. What can you say on Indian channel teaching board level repair? I don't know. I don't watch it.
This is surprisingly running.
Probably. Yeah.
The
I used
what's
to
the
use
one I use? Thermal Grizzly.
Thermal
is
Grizzly.
like
Yeah.
super thick and like, will you come out? And then suddenly,
A little pellet comes out. Yes. No, MX4 is nice to handle. That's why I like it. The rad looks dusty. It is. Yeah, we should. We should probably clean that out while we're here, actually.
I will airline it just because there's
Yeah.
stuff here and so on. I just wanted to stick this back.
Oh yeah.
on.
If you stick the block on, then we can then we can airline it. Yeah, that'll do nicely then.
Oh, they're over here.
iPhone, hello. Is now the time to buy SSDs or wait for better prices? I don't know.
Depends if you need it.
Yeah, I don't want to make the guess there because
If you need an SSD, now's the time to buy it. If you don't need an SSD, you don't need to buy one.
yeah, I mean, word on the wire is that new cryptocurrency Chia is gonna be all about storage, and it's gonna drive up the cost of storage. However,
Yes.
based on what I know about it, it is very, very IO heavy, and the kind of people who are seriously into it, if you're actually serious about Chia, then you will need Pro or enterprise level storage solutions. So we're talking what's the Seagate ones, but not
I was about to call them iron walls, and they're clearly not because they're not spinning rust. Yeah, or like the Intel Optane 4000s and things like
well,
that.
Iron Wolf for hard drives, yeah, those will be going because that's the big storage. Either way, it'll be the enterprise level storage stuff that goes up, I believe. I think consumer level SSDs, I don't think are going to be that badly affected.
I think they are by people who don't know. They're not going to pay any attention to what it does. They're just going to go, new cryptocurrency, I can make millions. Buy thousands of crucial BX500s
and
have all the drives fail in a month and a half.
Surprise Pikachu face because the BX, yeah.
Not because the BX500 is a bad drive, but because it's looking at. DeBauer did a video on it, and he said that for every plot, and a plot is 100 gigs, it had to do 400 gigs of write.
Oh
or
god,
something like that. So it's saying like a 4 times multiplier.
Yeah. So
on the write, and that's just plotting it.
Yeah.
Then you have to go through and do all of the other stuff. So it's like the write on it is going to be horrific.
Yeah. So it basically, if you're mining Chia, it's going to shred consumer SSDs. It will absolutely shred them. So yeah, and I think there's going to be a lot of I pity Crucial because they're going to get a huge number of RMAs that they're going to be having to deal with angry customers because they're going to have a lot of these drives show up. They're going to look at them and go, this thing has had a gabillion IOs on it. No, we're not warrantying this. The warranty does not cover this usage.
It does not cover 4 terabytes written per hour.
And they're going to have a lot of angry customers that go, oh, they failed. And then they wouldn't do my RMA. And it's just like, yeah, because you were mining Chia with it. I'm not surprised.
That seems to be fine.
So, yeah.
It's good enough for Australia.
Yes. So, yeah, as I say, there probably will be a little bit of a hype, but I don't think it's going to destroy consumer-level SSDs. So,
no, certainly not Chia. But there's a shortage of silicon for the controllers.
Yeah, okay, that as well. Yeah, of course there is. Yeah. Last I heard, I mean, this was a couple of weeks ago, but last I heard, Taiwan was having issues where they were having to impose water usage restrictions on factories. Factories are having to, I don't know if they're lowering their output, but they're having to temper their output.
They're having to do stuff to manage their water usage far more aggressively than they were before.
Yeah.
There were comments of TSMC were trucking water to their foundries.
Bloody hell. Yeah.
So they could keep them operating at standard capacity.
Good grief.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fair enough.
SSD versus NVMe. NVMe because it's it's basically the same cost, especially if you're looking at M.2 drives.
I was also going to reply with saying that NVMe is a protocol.
Yes.
And SSD is a piece of hardware.
I think the implication there is SATA based SSD versus NVMe PCI Express SSD. Yeah, the terminology is wrong, but I think we all know what the implication now is. NVMe is more or less the same cost when you're looking at M.2 SSDs anyway. So never not NVMe in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, it's worth noting that although the speed difference in benchmarks will be large, actual day-to-day usage, most people will not know the difference and will not be able to spot the difference. It's not unless you're shifting between multiple SSDs that you'll ever see the difference.
Absolutely. Should we airline now?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, okay.
Shall I do it?
Yeah, may as well. You go out the back and airline that. I will
Entertain the masses.
Yeah, I'll entertain the masses. So yeah, let's switch that off for a bit. Bam. I will come and stand over here for a bit instead. All right. Let's see. Forget SSDs, CPUs, and GPUs. Time to upgrade the 5 1/4 inch base. No. What was the second Australian reference? Oh yeah, the good enough for Australia thing. That's a good enough for Australia is one of Dave Jones from EEV blogs catchphrases, and I watch a lot of EEV blog, so I picked up a lot of his catchphrases where he goes, "Good enough for Australia," and "She'll be right," etc., etc. So yeah. Air compressor time. It is indeed. Oh, actually, I'll sit down. So we missed it all. I think he's done all the best bits now. We had a hecking camera set up for this, and we forgot to use it. Oh well. What keyboard is this? This is a Logitech K400. So I've got like 3 or 4 of these kicking around the shop in various flavors. As a keyboard, it's absolutely awful to type on. However, it's a wireless keyboard with a built-in trackpad, and in repair shops, these are really, really handy because you just walk around with you walk around with one of these and the wireless dongle on a lanyard. I've got one. Let me grab one just for demonstration. There we go. Here's another one. This one's the K830, which is wireless and backlit. And I've got the receiver just on a lanyard. So literally, I've just got 3 or 4 of these kicking around the shop. So I can just walk up to a computer, plug that in, and bang, I have a wireless keyboard and mouse. So for repair shops, really, really handy. As I say, they're horrible to type on, but they're incredibly convenient, which is why I like them. Show us the air compressor. All right, let me see how to do it. Hang on a sec. I'll be right back. We're probably going to lose. I won't be in audio range. I'll do the thing. Right. Caradog has the thing. Let's see if this works. Right, there is Avu. Nope, that's not working terribly well. I think it's gone out of range. Yeah, nope. No view for you guys. We tried. We didn't set it up. Oh, it just came and went. Hang on a minute. This is not effective. Yeah, this isn't working terribly well, but there is some stuff going on out there. There we go. That was a good shot. That'll do, he says. Yeah, we weren't very well prepared for that, I'm afraid. But yeah, the air compressor is out the back, so it's really hard to get to. Nice PowerPoint presentation. Yeah, oh well. Let's see, which camera is using GoPro? The cameras I use webcams for everything. The mobile camera that we were using was actually a mobile phone. However, the Wi-Fi was just out of range, so we weren't getting good signal on that. We set it up, but we didn't test it, basically. So yeah, that was a bit of a tease.
I was also expecting to use it from, like, here.
Yeah. I'll go over that. Right, let's get set up again. That's straight. That should be straight. And bam. There we go. And So let's go for that. Whoop. Oh, it's really hard to get this camera straight because it's mirrored. That'll do.
That's an in. That needs to go on the out from the pump.
Yes. Right, where did I get up to? Might catch some scallies in the yard again. I think they were genuinely neighbours, so I can't comment on that.
But we all know that with good neighbours, become good friends.
Moving swiftly on. Let's see. Ever used one of the thermal pads in the market instead of thermal paste? I haven't, no.
They're not as good.
No.
So
I can't. I watched Gamers Nexus did a really good video where they explored those thermal pads and they did good testing on them and stuff like that. And the problem is it's just a case of I couldn't figure out a real use for them. I think they only seem to be good in a testing environment where you're doing does it work or not tests on CPUs. If you're
over and over again.
Yeah, that's the only time where they seem to be vaguely useful. If you're trying to do performance testing, they're no good because they don't have, thermal paste is better. If you're benchmarking, thermal paste is better. And if you're only using them every now and then, thermal paste is better. So the incredibly niche use. So yeah, I don't have any kicking around for that reason. I'm just, just thermal paste, basically.
I require a small piece of tube.
A small piece of tube. That's this one, I believe. Right, so
It appears to have gone slightly green.
it's because it's got green liquid in it.
Uh,
Or rather, it has blue liquid in it, and blue plus yellow is green. That's how it works, right?
Colours!
Yeah. Yeah. That has not really... It's probably really clean on the inside, but it hasn't fixed the discoloration. I'll just flush that through.
Smells super clean. But yellow. Okay. Oh, wow. Still, I mean, we've got rid of the lumpy solids, which I think was the main thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then just flushing it with actual coolanty stuff. Then it'll be fine. Be interesting to see if I can idle it less than 68 degrees.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So,
Or whether that's just
yeah.
gigabyte.
Yeah. So the temperatures were actually awful then.
They're identical to my Noctua, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you have like the big boy Noctua as well?
Yeah. Because the by default the BIOS is like send all the power.
Yeah.
All of it.
Have you tried? Can you do curve optimization on?
No, Curve Optimizer is Ryzen 5 only.
Yeah.
Ryzen 5000 only.
That's a shame, yeah, because curve optimizing, based on the small amount I've tinkered with it, seems to be really good. Or just getting free extra speed. I've only tinkered with it a little bit at home, and I don't have very good cooling at home. But a little bit of tinkering on the Lianli behind us has revealed good results as well. So I want to do more with that. So
I require.
Yes. Let me sort out a power setup. Why not run pump CPU rad GPU? Pump CPU rad GPU.
Because pump order doesn't matter.
Yeah. Just so the tube run will be cleaner, basically.
Because these are the lengths of tube I've got for the moment.
Oh yeah, I was going to say it's a mixture of this is what we've got, but also I think it swings and roundabouts. I suppose it does avoid this big loop around the back.
The reason it was done this way round is purely because I wanted out from the rad straight into the CPU.
Yeah.
To see if it made any difference.
And
because I did rad straight into GPU.
Yeah.
Into CPU.
Oh,
previously.
I remember. Yeah.
So I did rad GPU CPU.
Yeah.
Then when we rebuilt it, I did rad CPU GPU.
You changed
and
the
there were
order.
no differences.
Yeah.
On this hardware, so it was a case of I was like, therefore it makes no difference.
It confirms.
And
the
it was a
order doesn't
testing
matter.
setup, and I was like, it made no difference. I can't see the point in
Yeah.
binning a tube effectively.
Yeah.
To tidy it.
Yep.
And I don't care what it looks like. It has a side panel made out of metal.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's even in a case.
Yeah. So yeah, valid point. Just doesn't matter in this instance. So
I am very much the wrong person to say, but it's prettier.
yeah. So yes, and just buy some more tube. Yeah, ideally the tubes do need to be replaced. We just forgot to get new
It
tubing.
is, yes, legitimately a case of I have another 5 meters at home, and went, I must not forget this, and this. I brought everything
I was going to say
else.
you bought boxes of stuff but forgot the tube. So
Yes, absolutely.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah.
So
Fair
if
enough.
I can have power, we'll start filling this up,
Yep.
flush it, and then chuck that.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, right. I'll carry on catching up on the chat in a minute. I'm just going to find some power so Caradog can run the pump.
Absolutely. And then I'm going to go, what did I do with that bucket?
The buckets.
I took it out back, clearly.
Good question.
Oh, well. Who knows what's going on, because it certainly isn't me. Spud, thank you for the £10, but also it started at the same time it has done for the past 22 weeks.
Is he complaining that we didn't send a go live notification?
Yes.
I mean, I forgot to tweet and I was going to, which annoyed me.
Oh.
Because obviously I kind of wanted to drum up this week a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Stuff and things and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's not the last show we're going to be doing. There'll be another one of these next week, so.
Yeah. Absolutely. But yes, it is lacking in solids now inside the loop, at least. So yeah. But no. She'll be alright. I will replace the tubes. I mean, that entirely possibly might be next week. Next week, replacing the tubes. Let's see how many episodes we can get out of this dead horse.
Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. I can't find. I've got a power supply that's got a Molex output on it, but I can't.
I don't want more Lex.
Well, sorry, and then I can adapt that to SATA.
Oh, okay.
However, I can't find it, so I'll literally just grab a power supply and we'll just switch on a power supply. Where's the Grot one?
There's a VS 4500.
Yeah, I've also got a grotty old Novatech here. Actually, I don't know if that works. I'll use the VS just because we know that works.
Yes, it successfully powered a 3070.
Really? Not bad.
Not on its own, just the 3070. I was running a computer with 2 power supplies, a CX430 and a VS 550.
Good job.
Because I like making people suffer. I feel like that's the tagline for most of my builds.
Yeah. Alright. How to arrange this in such a way that it can be quickly turned off. Where is my jumper block? I've got one somewhere. Kidding me?
We'll cross the flows, but this way. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. That'll work. I mean, you
never find anything when I need it. I can find it when I don't need it.
have you considered organisation and tidiness
As
your reasons? As your reasons.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. What are you even looking for?
I've got an ATX block that.
You also have a pair of tweezers.
Yeah, but you've got to leave the tweezers lodged in there, and I'm trying to be slightly less jank. But I've
You
got...
realise you're going to have to pulse it on and off anyway.
Yeah, well, we do that with the switch on the back of it.
Sure,
But
fine.
yeah, it's just
Whatever.
Yeah, we'll use the tweezers because I can't find it. But I'm just like, I've got 2 of those blocks, and I can't find either of them now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Anger, drama, passion. Oh well. Where's the? That's legacy.
Thanks.
All right.
That's Subaru.
My body is ready. Da-da-da-da. Do like Jay's 2 cents and run vodka through it. It cleans everything. Yeah, I don't know if these tubes are going to come clean. I tell you what, though, that's something to test. When you replace the tubes on this, we'll hold on to these old ones and we'll try vodka and just see if that will bring them back.
We'll just run all of the stuff through them. I have hydrogen peroxide at home as well.
Yeah.
Like the silly strong stuff as well.
The melt of the tube stuff, because I mean, Jay's tubes would have been those would have been stained with like colorant or something like that. So that is probably easier to deal with. Say when. Actually, I'm just going to do it with the switch because that's easier. Does it smell a bit funky?
Kind of smells like bad white wine.
Bad white wine. I've got to smell that. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Although I guess that's what you call white wine.
I don't like white wine, so
exactly.
You know,
Go.
It's all bad.
Go.
Go. Oh, there we go. It is working. I was like, I don't know if this power supply actually works. Oh.
There you go. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. I will keep pouring this time.
Okay. Here comes the next pull. Oh, say when.
Go.
Okay, so if you need to turn it off, I'm not looking. Try Coke for cleaning the tubes. That's another good one. Yeah. Hydrogen peroxide won't melt the tubes. You use it on aquarium lines. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. It should be fine.
Yeah. Dab of Dettol to kill the microbes. That's what I would have used to do back in the day, but we're using actual proper coolant this time that should have all of the necessary additives in it. So we should be okay now.
I can't help but feel that tube wasn't particularly clean.
I don't know actually. I don't know if that's silt or just micro bubbles. And also, don't forget, I put the lime scale remover in one of the tubes, so that's going to fill the thing with foam.
That's
anyway.
what I'm saying. I'm not sure when you cleaned it. It was, oops.
That's some nice foam you got going on there now. That'll do it.
I think turn it off.
Off.
And we'll wait for that to be less frothy. Oh, that is definitely something. I think it's bubbles, but definitely something.
Yeah, I think that's just micro bubbles. Doesn't kill existing microbes, just it stops the new ones. Yeah, well, because we're flushing out anyway, so there shouldn't be anything in there once we're done.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I can say this stuff's just going in a bucket and then being dropped. What's it say is actually in here? Apparently it's 10% glycerol. So apparently I can use it with sub-ambient cooling.
Ah.
Excellent.
Interesting.
Chilled water loop, here we go.
Nah, mate, you got to use thermoelectric. Get a Peltier under there.
No, I'll just use a phase change cooler.
Yeah.
I literally have one.
A lot easier. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's mostly bubbles. Shall we? Which way do we want to go? We want to go that way, I think.
What? Tip it up. Oh, yeah. No longer leaning.
So if you can turn me back on.
Okay, I'm not holding it.
I am.
Turning on. That's looking a lot nicer. That's pushing through bubbles. There's still a lot of micro bubbles coming out.
I'll slowly walk you over.
Yeah. All right, we'll adjust the camera angle in a sec, folks. Can I slide this back?
Yeah. Okay.
Oops, bucket.
It's bouquet.
Hi, balls. Trying to find a way of putting this all down so I can. This is why I wanted the connector block, because then we wouldn't need them. If we had the connector block, we wouldn't have a pair of tweezers sticking up. All right, there we go. Now I can adjust the camera. Ugh.
However, yes, there we go.
That'll do it. Now we've got an angle. I'm holding that again.
Good. Fine, I think I'm going to go vertical now.
All right.
Can I hold that? Can you hold that?
I can hold that.
Or can you swap it and I hold that?
So if you hold the things, and I'll carry the case.
There you
Right. What do you want to do? Do you want
Just
to
put it on
upright?
its feet.
Put it on its feet. Yeah.
Yeah, so it is in the correct
Yeah.
orientation.
Okay. Here we go. Coming over. Oh, we good? We good.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Keyboard.
There we go.
There you go. Good. There you go.
I'll probably do. Yeah.
I just have it.
Ah, cool. All right. Good.
So I'm trying to examine the.
Put that round. Put that. I think I could probably put this on the floor.
Yeah, as long as it's this way slightly.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
Let me know if there's any problems with that. There we go.
That's fine. Good.
Good.
However,
It's yeah.
I want to know if
I mean,
they're
we're-
bubbles of stuff or if they're.
Yeah. I mean, we're only
Stuff that
flushing
is
through anyway,
cooling.
aren't we? So it doesn't.
Oh wow. That's a lot of movement on that one.
Well, that at least confirms that they're micro bubbles and not silt.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to confirm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you just got to leave it running for a bit. Yeah. Let me grab. If I set up this, we can actually possibly hold the pump somehow. Right. Well, that's sit on there. Like so, just like
Oh, I thought you were just going to count the plate.
probably could. Yeah. I'm probably blocking everything, but yeah.
That's all right. Main cam's still good.
There we go. We're getting that. We're getting that. Arr. I'm working blind at the moment, so.
There you go.
Right, is that going to topple over?
No, you can pump the base though, can't you?
It's not reliable. Hang on a sec. If I undo that, and then turn this around.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that'll change the center of gravity. There we go.
There
Yeah.
we go.
This thing does have a suction cap on the bottom, but it's not reliable.
There we go.
So, there we go. Only a cheap thing. Whew. There we go. Right. Let's see. How was the liquid in the computer? The liquid was about a year we decided on. About a year. However, the tubes had discolored within 6 months, and that was using deionized water. So,
Yeah, just deionized water.
yeah,
nothing.
just deionized water, nothing else. Drive just bouncing around. Oh, it's an SSD. It's fine. But yeah, the SSD is angering lots of people. But
Good.
yeah,
Hey,
this is
hey.
this is the Caradog life. This is how he rolls.
Oh wow! I went in the front that time. Okay, I thought I went in the side
Oh God,
with the
no!
starter, like just like that around.
Don't be that
moved it
guy.
around.
Yeah. Who's that? It's. I've got to take this. I'll be right back.
Oh dear. Yes.
Hello.
So yes. Lots of bubbles. We're letting out the bubbles slowly. Hold on, if I tweak like that, I can. Ah, there we go. That angle is.
Ruby. All right. I saw some activity on the holiday chat.
There we go. Right. What is chat doing? If you had but a drone plug in the loop, you could have the pump mounted back in the case. I could, but still. It's mostly a case of flushing this gunk out and just making sure it's not super gunky.
I will get back to you then.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It looks like it's micro bubbles and not silt and stuff, which was my big concern about all of it.
Cool.
Yes. It's very much should be water, but it does somewhat look like a frappe. It's
I don't know.
getting
I don't know what kind of frappes you've been drinking.
I don't. I have my coffee black.
Good. Oh, it is actually running at the moment. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Just trying to work out what these bubbles are doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose if you're going to flush through, you kind of want to, yeah, because it's a question of, do we need to shift all of that? I mean, it might be worth, yeah, I'm just deliberating whether it's worth separately cleaning the hoses. Like, I mean, just an interesting one. This is the hose. Let me flip the camera a sec. This hose here, that's the one that I cleaned specifically with the line scale remover, and that looks noticeably clearer than the other tubes do. I think the line scale cleaner did actually help it a little bit. Oh, also abusing this tube seems to be helping to shift bubbles.
Yeah. It's just working. The angles are unhappy, ultimately, as well.
Hmm.
So I think where we'd want to end up with is the computer above the pump. I'm just trying to work out from the... It's going out that way.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we'd want that one to try and be straight.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no point in trying to clear every bubble anyway, because we're going to refill it.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are we bothering when we're going to put new tubes on? Practice, basically. Yeah, we're kind of just, yeah, I mean, neither of us are super experienced with water cooling, so we're kind of just sort of doing this going, what's effective at removing bubbles, you know? So that way, the next time we do it, it's a case of, okay, now we know exactly what to do to shift these bubbles. So, yeah. Can we adjust the speed on the pump? We can. That might be helpful.
Can you either PWM it or...
Yeah, we need to PWM it, and I don't have a quick and easy setup for that. Yeah, we'd have to get the computer running or another computer running to speed adjust the pump. To be honest, it's probably easier just to pulse the pump on and off rather than adjust the speed. So yeah, pinching the tubing and tilting the case, that seems to be the most effective thing, I reckon.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've turned it off for a sec
Stand
to
it
let
up
it
again.
settle. Yep, okay. Whoop. Go. We'll move a bit more toward you. There we go, that'll do. Yeah, just because we were slightly off the counter there.
Yeah, and then I'm going to go like that. The delay on it coming back on is...
Yeah, I don't know
confusing.
what I don't know what's doing that as well. I'm seeing more bubbles moving. That looks good.
Yeah.
Doo-doo. Loosen the cap slightly. One person was suggesting
yeah.
as well. Possibly to let the air out, I guess. Yeah, run it open for a bit.
We got actual scum on the top. No, I don't think so.
I mean, there's going to be
It's
some.
bubbly. You can actually feel the bubbles.
Okay. Oh, yes, that's oddly pleasing, isn't it? Yeah, that is oddly pleasing. I was like, what do you mean? What did you know? Yeah. Why are the pipes yellow?
World's strangest spa treatment.
Yes, just specifically on one finger. Right. Anyway, why is the tubes yellow? It's because of no additive in the water. This was just pure deionized water, and no, it's not sunlight. We're not blaming it on sunlight. So yeah, do you want a big ass screwdriver for that?
Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that? That good enough?
No. It's too small. It needs to be like a 2p piece. Actually. I don't have a wallet.
I have got a green over here.
Success! Yes. Indeed.
There we go.
Thanks. It's exceedingly soft plastic.
Ah, rude. All right. There we go. Let's see.
So hopefully disasters will be slightly constrained.
Ah, I see what you're going for. Right. You just built your first EK loop and you're looking at the state of this one as you freaked out. Are you using proper coolant in it? Basically, because this is the result of an experiment where Caradog was asking the question of what happens if you don't actually use proper coolant.
Yes,
And
this was intentional.
yeah, this was deliberate, and this is the answer to the question of what happens if you don't use fancy coolant. Because, and I entirely agree with this subject to the experiment because, you know, for me, I mean, how much is a bottle of this Corsair XL5?
I don't know.
Oh,
I can't.
I'm going to look up how much this stuff
Yeah,
costs.
I think it was like £10.
For one bottle. Ooh, Corsair XL5. Oh, 15 quid on Amazon? No, must be cheaper than that.
I don't know. But yeah.
Overclockers.co.uk, they should have it going, right? Might not be the cheapest, but yeah, it's 15 quid. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, a bottle of this stuff is 15 quid a shot, so it's kind of easy to look at that and go, oh, do I really need that? I mean, at the end of the day, if you're building a custom loop, you're dropping at least £300 or £400 anyway. You know, so I guess 15 quid for some coolant is actually not a lot of money, but 15 quid for a 1 litre bottle when you can buy a 5 litre bottle of deionized water for £1 makes this seem awfully expensive stuff. However, theoretically, if you're running some actual coolant, this won't happen to your tubes. So that seems to be the answer to that. Use Poundland Premix Antifreeze. 5 years later, no problem. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, antifreeze would probably be good enough. I think deionized water just wasn't enough.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
yeah.
this is 89% deionized water, 10% glycerol,
Yeah.
1% stuff. No idea what the stuff is. I mean, I would assume it's biocide.
Yeah, should have a little bit of something in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think the only direction we've not been in is front down.
Yeah, I was going to say Arnold G just said lay the PC front face down to let air out the radiator, so that would be toward me. So if you support an old tip. Oh. And so what did he say? Raise reservoir. So take the reservoir high. Oh yeah, forgot the power supply was on the floor. Yeah. Oh yeah, we can't go any higher because it's on the GPU.
However, I think that's proved the point mostly. Can you actually put it onto the front? There we go.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Literally just caught it. Oh, here it comes.
There you go.
Would you be okay with a 6800 XT and your 3600X? Yeah, that should be fine. 3600X. Yeah, that's still going to be. Yeah, well, I'm thinking of just top end, like high frame rate stuff, that kind of thing. But yeah, I can't see an issue with that. So there's some pleasant gurgles coming out of it at the moment. I think we're getting there.
It sounds like a hard drive.
It does.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it does make
Very
it does make
confusing.
seek noises.
Is that the
Yeah.
out? That's the out, right?
Yeah. Although I still reckon Yeah, I still...
I want that one. I want you. There we go. There we go.
Considering we're going to drain... Considering we're flushing, draining and refilling,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think we've had our money's worth here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it was just a case of there was a lot of bubbles and stuff, and a lot of it's come out. That's fine. But that one should probably get shoved on better next time.
Oh, yeah. You're... Yes, that one's... That's okay. Yeah, that's all good. Groovy.
Okay.
All right, are we going up right for drain now?
Might as well do it this way around.
Yeah, all right then. Fair enough.
Bucket.
Do we have a
the bucket by your
syringe?
foot?
Yes, you can. Cool. Do we have a syringe to vacuum from the top of the reservoir? We don't. We're going to do the old-fashioned blow-through method. Here. Right, and then take it upright to bring down again, do you reckon?
I'm going to take that one because it's longer.
Yeah. Let's see. There appears to be very little water movement. There is a lot of movement in the water. It just flows past the bubbles. There's a surprising amount of flow in there, but the bubbles are really hard to shift. This is the most arduous part of dealing with custom water cooling. Okay, going up right.
Okay.
Cool. So yes, there is actually a reasonable amount in there. Use the airline. That's not a bad idea, actually. Use the airline to blow it through. Beer line cleaner. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, considering we're not trying to completely cleanse the hoses at this point anyway, I think it's... oops.
Yeah.
We're coming out the wrong bit there. There you go. You can take that down. Do you want me to grab the airline so we can blow through? What we need is a bit of hose. Are we missing a... Oh, that goes on there, doesn't it? Yeah.
Okay, now it's not leaking.
Yes. Yes. Whatever we were trying to do there, we did it wrong. I was looking at that going, what's gone wrong here? Because something has gone wrong. Okay, yeah. Yeah, do you want to let her line the hose through? Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, what we need to do, we need to adjust this, and then I need to bring the airline in here because it will reach. If you blow through it, you can contaminate the lines. You reckon? With such slow movement, aren't fans faster at dissipating heat? No, because the liquid absorbs significantly more heat than the fans do. So...
Yeah, so you can basically leave the fans off most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So beer line that'll come clean. Yeah, we'll try various cleaning methods for science, but it's significantly easier to just replace the hose, which is what's going to be done with this one. We're mainly just experimenting today. So
oh no, that is on. It just got a mark in the hose.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Cool. All right. Yeah, airline might contaminate it further. I wouldn't have thought so. But yeah, it depends on whether you it depends on whether you want to blow because we kind of want to blow the last of the liquid out, really. Should we try that and see what happens?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right. So if we bring...
I was going to take that off.
Yeah, take the pump off entirely.
Can you... Sure.
And...
Have you just...
I've got the pump.
There you go.
And
Now they're not leaking.
there we go.
See?
All right. That's that. I'll put that over there.
Yeah, and then we'll gently dab it later.
Yeah.
With towel, not just. I will make it reach.
Possibly, anyway. Here we go. Or just. All right, let me get the nozzle.
The cleaning and draining was entirely prompted by the fact that there was just growth in the CPU block.
All right. Here goes nothing. Let's go a little more gentle than that. Yeah. See if I can get a better feel there.
Hold on.
Ready?
Yeah.
What the hell is that? There's something blowing through in there. I think we're out of pressure.
However, that's done surprisingly well.
Yeah, I could feel the tube expanding there. That was putting a lot of pressure on the line.
We swapped to having it on its back.
Yeah. Gentle. Yeah.
And if you go into that tube,
Yeah.
I'll drop this one on there.
Okay. Yeah. We're making this up as we go along, by the way, guys. We're just like, what happens if we do this? And if we blow a tube off, then we blow a tube off. Because this is the thing. Lots of people will say, you can't do that, but they've never tried it.
My biggest problem with this is the glycol. It makes your hands very sticky.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. I don't know if we've got enough pressure yet, actually. Yeah, we don't seem to be getting much out of that now. Let me just check how much pressure we've got.
Minus a bar. Oh, okay.
We're at 60 psi. If we give it a bit longer, we can get a bit more than that. And then we can just see if it's got any more to give.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Just making sure it's lying flat. Do-do-do. Yeah. This is the end of my air compressor hose line. So yeah, the air compressor, it charges up to just shy of 7 bar. I don't know how much that is in PSI. But we don't need quite that much. At full charge, it was a bit much. Doo-doo. So, not name blaming. Sarah, do store-bought liquid coolers need flushing or are they good for life? They seem to be fine. I've never had an issue with an AIO before. I'm not saying they don't go wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, the Cooler Master. The Cooler Master ones, I've heard stories about those, but I have no direct experience with them.
Yeah. The only water cooler you've had a slight issue with was a super old H10.
We've got I've got a H100i. It's the one that's in the Corsair over there. That one's got a dodgy pump in it.
Yeah.
And from a cold start, the pump won't flow properly, and you have to abuse it a bit, and then it starts flowing. So I just never turn that computer off. That's the only one that I've directly seen fail.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of failures. You know, they come up now
absolutely.
and then. It's inevitable. But that's the only one where I've got direct experience of a failure.
There we go.
Yeah, that's ready for another run. If you want to try and see if it's got any more.
Stick it on its top now.
Yeah, okay. The compressor just clicked off, so we're at maximum pressure.
If we actually go with the bucket over your side, just because that's where the tubes are.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that'll do.
This will work, yeah.
I mean, it does.
Yeah, I guess. There we go.
Hi, Mum. I'm on the interwebs.
Right, okay, here we go. And... oh, look at that. Can you see that hose expand? That's concerning.
Watch the GPU lift up.
Ooh. Ooh, that pulses.
Yeah, there you go. That's good enough.
Yeah, I think that's as much as you're going to get out of it.
Oh, yeah.
So that was,
Interesting.
yeah.
Inverse GPU sag.
Yeah. I don't know how, I don't know how necessary that was, but it works.
Why not?
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, this air compressor is not the cleanest one in the house, kind of thing, but it's not putting any visual staining in there, so you know.
Not that we'd be able to tell.
Yeah, do that. I'm just going to grab this other cloth because it's a bit drier.
I have a wet knee now.
Oh no.
Somehow, a knee.
Well, if you don't get wet while you're messing around with water cooling, you're not doing it right. There we go. So...
yes, take that as you will, algorithm. Take that as you will.
Caradog was in prime position to be smacked by a hose if it came free. Well, yeah, that would have been a great clip. So,
right, let's rebuild.
Not necessary, but satisfying. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh.
Right, rebuild. Where's that?
One of the clips.
Oh yeah, that's the missing clip. Yeah. Oh well. Fine. All right. I'll let you manhandle that. You wanna? Yeah. Are you good? Yeah. Up it goes.
Oh, it dribbled. It dribbled on my kidney.
Ow, my kidney.
I suddenly had a wet and cold kidney. I was very confused.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
I was had.
It looks like you've sweated in just one specific part, you know?
Oh, stop that. Right, let's mount up the thing.
Okay.
What's it?
Yep. I've lost track entirely of what we're doing now, by the way. I don't know what's that. This is why it's really hard to make a video when we do our collabs, because we just start messing around and that's what we're doing now, but still. Okay, back, focus. Flex tube will discolor no matter what coolant you use.
Yeah, it seems to be dependent on the brand of tubing you've got.
Yeah. Possibly what kind of thing you're using as well, because like a lot of people, you get stains from the colorant if you're using colorant in your water cooling, whereas this is just discoloration from. Yeah. Well, that much being said, this discoloration is from oxidization from the blocks, isn't it?
Possibly.
Because there wasn't anything growing in this system. We didn't find mold.
Well, there was all the green sludge in the block.
Yeah, I
so
think
whatever that was.
I think that's just oxidization of the copper, and I think you need something that inhibits oxidization to actually prevent that, which proper coolant may or may not do. I mean, like for example, the Corsair XL stuff here. I'm going to pick up the bottle that's not open. This specifically says protects copper, brass, and nickel with advanced non-toxic anti-corrosion inhibitors and antibacterial growth suppressors. I don't think you had bacteria in there. I think you just had corrosion, which is just because copper's going to corrode. That's what it does. It's a very reactive thing.
I just realised we can't mount this until we fill it.
No. So yes.
So we're filling.
Hmm.
I'm also actually going to shove the hose on, as opposed to just tightening a bar.
Yes. Inserting the hose fully before tightening is also advised.
Yes.
Obscenity says, by the way, the SSD mount for that case is at the back. I don't understand. What's the problem?
Is it?
Yeah, you got these things here.
Oh, okay, I do have them on this case. I know on one Corsair case I just took them off because they annoyed me because they got in all of the wrong places.
These ones are, well, the lower one is actually potentially usable. But I don't like SSD mounts on the back of cases because they're always in a useless spot, which is really hard to cable manage.
Oh, there's the open one.
So yeah, I'm not a big fan of them in general. Most of the time I stick my SSDs in the 3.5-inch bays anyway, and I either get a mount it or I stick it on a 2.5 to 3.5 plate. So, all that much being said, though, is most of my stuff is all M.2 now anyway. So,
I realised I should have plugged this in first. Can you hold that?
I'm holding.
Thanks.
Oh, come back. Oh, there's a single air. Oh, there's a lot of air. Never mind. I don't know why I care.
What?
Are you struggling?
Yes.
We're struggling with the SATA power connector at the moment.
Yes, because the SATA power connector is snapped on the key, so I don't know which way is up.
Oh, okay, yes.
Because both ends of it stop, so it's just a flat plate. So I was like, wait, hold on. Oh, that way.
Oof. M.2 is the way to go nowadays. I agree. It's basically the same price as 2.5-inch. So yeah, it's. Oh yes, there we go. As far as I'm concerned, there's almost no reason not to be using M.2 these days. The only exception to the rule is that, I mean, I bought a 2.5-inch not that long ago because it was a Crucial MX500 2TB for like £130. And I'm like, yeah, for that price, I don't care what form factor it is. Because 2 terabytes of solid state storage for 130 quid. Yeah, give me that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. And yeah, all right, boys, pinching time. Pinch and tilt. Yeah. Animax had big problems with AIOs. They did. I believe they've got all of that ironed out now, though.
I need this bubble to sort itself out. There we go.
Oh, it's getting there, yeah.
We'll have to
I think that needs a pulse of the pump.
So, one bottle is good enough for 2 fills, though.
Yeah, just about, yeah. Yeah. Ah, that was you. Yep. Oh, the face when you see the bubble go up and disappear into the rad. All right, time for tilt, I think. Maybe, anyway. Here it comes!
I'm just intrigued as to how it's not being replaced. How, like... Oh, no, there is flow.
Yeah, there is a little
I
bit in
couldn't
there.
see the flow.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
why I
I
was
see,
so
yeah.
confused.
Yeah. No, it's just like 50% water, 50% air sitting there. Big old snake bubble. So,
5%. It's 5% concentrated power of well.
yeah. Forgot to add the fish. Damn it! Now we've got to start again. You hate PWM pumps? Well, this is a D5, which is a PWM pump, and it defaults to full speed if there is no PWM
This is
signal.
presently un-PWM.
Yeah, it defaults to full speed when there's no PWM, so that should not be an issue. Although this is the only PWM pump that I have any experience with. Oh, all the air's sitting at the top of the rad now, isn't it? Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
fine because it's still coming out of
Yeah.
the GPU block. Which is the important thing.
Yeah.
It's not in the blocks.
So the next thing we want is face down to move the bubble out of the rad, don't we?
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm still getting results from the pinching here. All I'm picturing now is just the coolant line just sort of going, ooh, ah, ah.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Which way is it flowing? We are flowing into the GPU first.
Are we? Yes, we are.
Yes. So this guy's the return line.
It is now. Yes, we just swapped direction.
Okay. Right. Now time for face down, I think. Oh, that's a lot of bubbles. Get ready in case we need to yeah. Oh, keep that going. We're gonna need some more coolant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was being prepared for this.
Yeah.
Swiftly. There you go.
Oh, come on. Give us that air bubble. There it goes. So if I raise this up, I think we can get that guy out. There we go. There we go.
No.
Oh, did he go straight back in the output? Yeah. That's how it be.
Oh dear. Oh well. However, the CPU block is filled and the GPU block is filled. That's the important part.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Most of the micro bubbles are flowing through. We don't have a big old air bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the micro bubbles will shift over time anyways. They're just the big solid air bubbles that are difficult to move.
I'm going to turn this off and stick the cap on, and then if we mount it up.
Yeah. Do-do-do. Pinch it more than twice, you're just playing with it. Maybe. Caradog's just like, nope, nope.
I know many people who disagree.
Right, what are you doing? Are we going correct way up? You're on your own. All right. Where's the heckin'? Oh, do you want to pass the vice, and then we can clamp that as well.
Oh, I was literally mounting it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm just looking for screwdriver.
Yeah.
Push it.
Do we have more than one screw holding this thing in?
Yes.
Good, yeah. I can't see what's going on from here,
Okay.
so.
I just don't know where this was screwing into.
It was going into there.
I can't actually see the screw hole. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's going in.
Oh, good.
Good.
I suddenly looked and went, oh, I forgot to put the cap on.
Main bubbles out. Can a beginner try water cooling with soft tubes? Yeah, absolutely.
That is where I would start.
Yeah, I would definitely start with soft tube because that's what we've got here. And soft tube water cooling like this, it's not rocket science. You know, it's when you actually start, it's a bit intimidating when you start out. But once you actually start plumbing it all in, you're like, this is actually very simple. There's not actually a lot to this. The hardest bit is, as I say, just working all the air out. And that's just fiddling and tinkering. So.
Wait, that's the... It should be that way.
There we go. So yeah, I want to do a hard tube setup in the future. Oh, there it goes. I want to do a hard tube setup in the future. However, I know that one's going to be more complicated just simply because you've obviously got to fabricate all your tubes then. So yeah, if you want to start hardline, go for PETG. If you want to be badass, go glass. Yeah.
Or carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber. That's not a thing. Is it a thing? Carbon fiber hoses?
Tubes, yes.
Tubes. Horrifying.
Tubes.
Tubes. Right. That's the worst of it. We've got a little air bubble. We've got a little guy in the CPU block. That might shift with one more on-off of the pump. However, everything is now in place. you can use just all 90-degree fittings and have all straight hard tube. Yes, that's true. Yeah.
That would have been my entire plan if I'd ever hard tubed. It was just to be
Yeah.
like 90 degrees everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, 90 degrees and 45s.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to try bending the tubes when I do mine, just because I feel like that's part of it.
Look out, he's a bender.
But however, I do agree that's entirely a valid option.
Come on. Right, hold on, we need to go. No, it's not happening. Damn it.
What were you trying to shift just then?
That.
Oh, right, yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Where we go? Oh, yeah, that's in, that one's out, yeah. Is it just me, or is the CPU block plumbed in reverse? Yeah, we're coming out of the input.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's how it was previously anyway. Yeah. Fine. Right, I'll say if we tip that again, we might be able to shift that bubble. Oh, yeah. Good. And down we go, down we go. Oh, balls. Yeah, the res. I was like, we're fine, but I wasn't looking at the res.
Hold on. Can I?
We'll have to unscrew it
the
to get
mouth
away
is
with
too
that.
tight.
Yeah. To be honest, we just pulse it a couple of times. I reckon that'll shift. Oh, so close. Come on. What if we go... Ugh. It's getting smaller. It's nearly there. It's nearly shifted it. We've got a tiny little one in there. Right. Let's see. Where were we? Budget 50% PC, 50% 90-degree fittings. That's the other reason why I don't want to go all 90-degree and 45-degree fittings, because when you start having that many, they get expensive, man. They're like £4 or £5 a pop, I think, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
You
is
don't need too many though.
yeah. I suppose if you planned out it out nicely, but yeah.
You'd have to front mount your rad though, basically.
Yeah.
Because then if you did that, you'd cut out one of the runs because you could fitting straight out of the pump into the rad.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. And yes, we have got the input and the output of the block the wrong way around, which I think is why we're having to fight this bubble. But to be honest, once we've shifted it, it'll be fine. Yeah, there's a bit more in it. Now it's just the land of just lots of tilting. Tell me if you need me to grab something. Turn off pump, tilt and shake. Oh, something just moved. Oh. Are we intaking? Yeah, we're intaking.
No, because they're here.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine then, yeah.
That's why I'm this way round.
Yeah. Did we remember to take the metal bit out of the PSU? Yes, we did. We're all good.
Yes, the metal bit that fell in the PSU is one of these.
It was one of the thumb screws to the water block.
We have 4 thumb screws on 4 posts, so we're all good.
Yeah. If anything else fell in there, then it's going to be spectacular when we actually turn it on. So
yeah, it's fine. But yes, for my next trick, I'm going to fit a fan.
Cool. All right. Is everything else unplugged? Yeah. Are we removing properly for the fan? Are we? Yeah. Okay. Are you sure? Yeah. I think we'll be all right. Yep. Okay. We're actually going to put a fan on the power supply now as a special treat. Let's adjust for this setup and invert. There we go. Air blow it to dry out. Nah, it's fine. There's no actual standing liquid anywhere. I've got no concerns. Specs for Caradog system. This is the work driver. It's a 2700X with a 5700 XT graphics card and 32 gigs of RAM for all of those spreadsheets.
Oh yeah, I regularly sit at 28
Really?
gigs. Yeah.
Damn.
That's the only reason I've done it is because I regularly sit at actually reasonably high usage.
Yeah.
CPU one, and I can't be asked getting a CPU one out. That is far too much like hassle.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, I think we're good. Yeah. Right, we're actually going to put a fan in the power supply now as a special treat, so we'll get that sorted.
I was bamboozled by that other power supply. So I went to put a fan in it and then went, oh, it's a 140 mil. So I expected it to be a 120.
Yes. Yes. However, yeah, you can fit 140s in a power supply, just about, yeah. So,
It
yeah,
just
that's valid.
bamboozled me.
Yeah.
I stuck a Noxure Industrial on it, the 3000 RPM ones,
Yeah.
and the noise went down by like 60%.
Yeah.
And the airflow out the back of the PCU like trebled. I was just like, oh.
It's just a cheap ass big fan, isn't it? Yeah. The reason why this power supply has no fan in it is because the original fan failed. As people say, these CX500s weren't Corsair's finest power supplies. So yeah, we're missing a fan in this one. I don't. Do you have the original fan and or the connector for it? Ah, okay. Let me just check. I might actually have a JST connector that will fit that. Do I have it? Just going to do a quick comparison check. Oh, no. The JST connectors I've got are too small. We're going to have to single pin it and stick some hot knot in there. Oh, wow, actually, you could 3-pin onto it, can't you? Yeah. Caradog is rummaging in boxes, and I'm not sure what his plan is at the moment. So, what have you got there?
Wow.
Yes.
She wants to go that way.
Oh, I see in that. Yeah. Okay.
And
then... Yeah, the issue we've got at the moment is we don't know which way around that header is going to be.
So? There's a case fan just there.
Oh, I see. You're just going to run it off the motherboard. Okay, yes. Yep, fair enough. Yep, fair enough. We're going to stick a fan in it and then just run the fan off the motherboard. That's the plan then. Old connector, pull out pins, repin it. Yeah, we don't have the old connector. That's the problem. So... only 2 pins to solder on. Yeah, that's a consideration. However, in this case, I think we're just going for just straight into motherboard instead, because then it gives us better. Well, it gives us enough. This thing does not kick out enough heat to be concerned about. So we're doing rerouting the wires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now it will fit through the frame.
Are you deliberately setting it up to be the wrong way around?
What do you mean?
Because oh yeah, because you want to come out the top. Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm blowing in.
Yeah, sorry. The cable wants to come out the top. Yeah. I'm going to stop talking because you've got a plan. I'm trying to explain the plan, but I'm explaining the plan wrong. So
that should then fit like that, and that can just run like that. There you go.
Yeah.
See?
PC, you don't have 3 pins, no speed controller. They voltage control. They voltage control is the answer to that one. So, yep. And yes, this is a Noctua. Caradog is a die-hard Noctua fanboy. He Noctua's everything. Okay, well, he either Noctua's everything or he puts a Arctic... What are those ones?
P12.
P12. Yeah, Noctua or Arctic P12, basically. No speed sensor, yeah. Yeah, well, the power supply doesn't need to know how fast the fan is spinning, so... But then the speed sensor is nothing to do with controlling the speed of the fan. That's just reporting, so... Get the Chromax, Caradog, what are you doing?
Using a correctly coloured fan.
What's the Chromax? Is that the black one?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same fan but black.
Yeah. It really annoys me because as soon as you say Chromax, it's just like, is that like Chroma, like RGB? Do Noctua now make RGB fans?
There was a
yeah.
mention that they were considering it.
Yeah. I don't see part
I
of
don't
me.
like.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
don't
say
like it.
part of me is just like, I don't think it's right for Noctua to make RGB fans. But then on the flip side, why the hell not? Their fans are the best in the world. So people who like RGB want to have nice fans. Do you want a bigger screwdriver?
Sure, if you've got one. There we go.
Will that actually fit on there? No.
No, that's the answer to that.
It's too big. Too big.
Thanks.
Also, I might take this opportunity to test the torquiness. Right, and not a chance. What level am I on? 2. Oh, I'm on low torque, that's why. I'm testing... Oh no, that should have been strong. And what about the YZH?
There you go.
It's not going to pilot the whole bit. Oh. Yeah, about this. Yeah, no, neither of these are capable of this. No. Random experiment, ignore me. If you're really a Noctua fanboy, get the industrial ones. Is that what you've got on the top ones?
No, they're the Redux static
there's
pressures.
a Redux. Yeah.
Grab the 3 boxes of industrial fans.
I was going to say, okay. Your Noctua fanboy is being called into question. So. Right. On account that someone is gatekeeping, there is a Noctua Industrial. Here is another Noctua Industrial. Here is another Noctua Industrial. And then also we've got another airflow, and there's another airflow, and there's the one that we just took out of the box as well. So
Which is the static pressure, and then I've got a static pressure.
Caradog is armed today, folks. Yeah. Are you satisfied? Yeah, Obscenity is satisfied. My man! Yeah.
I genuinely spent £200 on Noctua fans last week.
After you binned all of your Arctics into the random builds you were doing.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And I bought them all through your affiliate link.
Nice. We'll see how well that goes. Whoop.
I was just like, I must make my own affiliate links.
I appreciate it as well. How tight is that?
That type. It undoes because my thumb brushed on it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that just wasn't in yet, was it? Yeah. Yeah. So I've got a this is the Sequa or Sequa Sequre electric screwdriver. This showed up today. It's a review sample. And first impressions of it are, ironically, it's not as powerful as the YZH, is basically the conclusion I'm coming to. It's got torque control on it and stuff like that. But I feel like the torque control is actually more of a hindrance. That's the bummer. But on the other hand, this is the thing. It feels like this screwdriver is designed for small screws. But at the same time, I'm like, if you go any smaller than computer and laptop screws anyway, then you really don't need an electric screwdriver. I don't know, man. Yeah. Oh well.
I've actually used way more fan headers than I initially sort of thought. Because obviously I've got 2 in the front, 3 up here.
I've got a triple fan splitter.
It's fine. I've got another one. I've got another one here.
Okay.
But it was just the fact that I was just like, oh, do I have another one along the bottom just to totally do that?
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
Where is my one up there?
I would reroute one of the bottom ones somewhere else so you can plug that in at the bottom.
Oh, it's there. It's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
See.
That's annoying.
Are we using the low noise cables? No. I think,
No,
yeah. Mainly
that's
because...
just the standard extension. It's
Yeah.
literally just an extension.
Oh, is that extension? Oh, okay, yeah.
There's a low noise adapter
Yeah. I was
in
gonna
the
say,
tray as well.
Didn't you find that the low noise adapters produce a horrendous amount of heat?
Yeah, I got like first degree burns from it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I haven't yeah. I don't know how to feel about that. I wonder if that was just a weird setup, or whether that's actually an issue with the cables. So, PSU fan side up, yes.
I mean, I could mount it into a metal plate.
Does this not have a vent on the bottom?
It does, but it's also
Oh,
a metal plate to like there.
Oh,
It's not particularly great.
yeah. It's not a very good low vent on this case. However, also just...
It also sits on the floor.
Yeah, and it sits... Oh, wow, yeah. It sits on the floor. Not a very good vent on the bottom. And also just fan side up for life, basically. So... Dust is a problem, though. I would like a magnetic filter in a new case to close everything off. Yeah. This is one of the things that the Corsair cases are good at, the newer ones. This one is vented on the front. Filtered on the front. We've got a front filter for this guy. So that goes onto the front of the case. And that helps to an extent. However, is this... this was the one that you posted a picture of in Discord recently, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, was that your home one?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, sometimes, though, in dusty rooms, you just simply can't win. It's more of a matter of... It's not so much how do you keep the dust out. It's a matter of how often do you have to clean it, really.
Yeah.
Also, a damp cloth for cleaning a dust filter was a terrible idea, and I just regret everything.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It is actually a 4-pin extender.
Yeah. What's up, LM? How's it going? The tube's yellow. Yeah, it was a bit of both. Well, no, actually, the liquid wasn't yellow, was it?
No.
No, it's just the tubes that are yellow. Unfortunately, we weren't able to replace them because we forgot the replacement hosing. So we're going to be pulling this thing apart again soon. But yes.
I can't even that fan header.
Would you like me to even the fan header?
Yeah, sure. It's old. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Right, where are you trying to go into?
VRM heatsink. And then it's...
Okay.
Oh, where's the VRM heatsink? Oh, there. It's there.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's a pain in the ass to get to, isn't it?
Yeah, because you really want the computer flat.
It is on.
Excellent. Then we just go like that.
No. Can you fit down the back of the... Oh, yeah. Nice. I thought you'd have to take the graphics card out to get away with that. Doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Are we going to retrobrite the mustard tubes? We'll probably, in the interest of science, we'll try a couple of different cleaning things that we have lying around on them and just see what happens. I'm probably not going to buy any special stuff for it. I'm just going to see what I can use that I'm never really interested in how effective purchased chemicals are, because if you're going out and buying something, you can just buy some proper cleaning stuff. However, I'm always very interested in knowing how effective household chemicals are. Just stuff that you would find lying around in a house. It's why earlier on I tried this line scale remover on it, because I had this in the kitchen, and line scale remover or something like that, this is probably something that a typical house has got lying around, something similar to this. And to me, it's always interesting to know what kind of household chemicals are effective. But yes, we will be trying some cleaning stuff on it just to see if you can actually recover hose like that. But like, I don't know, how long is 2 meters of hose? Yeah, how expensive is 2 meters of hose?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, like 2 meters
Not
of hose.
enough for me to care.
Yeah, like what, 10 or 20 quid? It's just
Probably.
Yeah, you just replace the hose.
I was gonna say, given that obviously the kind of the rest of the computer is going into, it's really not worth caring.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a show PC. It's important to note. So, where's the fan grill for the PSU? In the bin about 6 months ago, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, we could probably find one.
Maybe.
Actually, do I have one?
Oh, but no, I have to take the fan screws out.
Yeah, no, right, it's too late. Yeah. I was gonna say, I probably could have tracked one down. However, we're going no guts, no glory.
That's a significant level of effort that I do not have.
Pro tip: don't stick your fingers into a spinning fan.
Pro tip: don't stick your fingers into a PSU.
Yeah. So, also come to think of it, there's not really much point in caring about that because you wouldn't put any grills on your rear or top fans anyway if you had them. So it actually doesn't matter. It's not going to stop a screw from falling in there. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted.
Need liquids at different viscosities and different colours to give the lava lamp look. That would look baller, but I bet it doesn't last. The problem with a lot of liquid effects in water cooling, like when you get that stuff that gives like a mercury or like a marbling effect in the liquid, it's great for the first couple of hours. And then after, my understanding is after a couple of hours, it just, it mixes and diffuses and stops working. So that would kind of suck. Get a magnetic mesh one for the PSU. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, that's actually that's legitimately a good idea.
Damn
it. So yeah, dual 8-pin on a 500-watt GPU. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, this GPU is like 200 watts. CPU is maybe 100 watts. 300 watts on the 12-volt rail. 200 spare. It's fine, basically. Apparently there's a resistor on the Noctua LNA that heats up. It's a known issue. Yeah, that's why we don't like those.
Yeah, the low noise adapter, the resistor seems to be the wrong value.
Yeah, it seems like they need to put a couple of resistors in there, or find some like
the load share. Basically.
Or find some nice big boy 10-watt joggers or something like that. Yeah. I bet they've got like 2-watt resistors in there, and they intend to put 5-watt ones in there.
Also, the other thing I imagine is the issue is they use the same low noise adapter for these ones, which are 800,000 RPM fans, as they do for the 3,000 industrials.
Yeah.
And obviously the industrial is going to be 0.5 of an amp, 0.6 of an amp.
Yeah.
Whereas these are going to be like 0.2, 0.3.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
So obviously there's a much higher load through it.
Yeah. Well, when you're at 12 volts, that's double the wattage, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, if you've got a 2-watt resistor in there and you suddenly double your wattage, it's suddenly not going to cut it. So yeah, they need to be using either a 5 or a 10-watt resistor.
Yes.
And they've probably got 2-watt boys in there.
Do I even have HDMI? Oh, we do. Look at that.
Yeah. 156 spare as the 12-watt is 456. Probably. That's still 150 spare though, so we're good. Right.
Cool.
Are we turning on?
We're not capturing now.
We're not capturing, yeah.
Well, only because I have no idea what will come on, and obviously as this is a work computer.
Yes. Yep, that's fine in that case.
I just want to make sure it actually turns on.
Yes, that's fine. Cool.
Front fan spins.
Yeah, we're powering on. We've got
top fan spin. Good.
We are posting. Nice.
Okay.
Groovy. Right. So yeah, we have successfully posted because we got AA postcode. That's a successful post on this, I assume.
Yeah, and we have 0 RGB.
0 RGB, yeah.
It did not clear CMOS. That's what I meant.
Oh, I see. Yes. Well, yeah, we did nothing that would have cleared CMOS on this, so yeah.
Other than maybe fat fingering the clear CMOS button on the back.
Oh, I see.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I can't remember. You have to do that under certain conditions, don't you?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
That was purely.
Yeah, the Noctua in the PSUs looks janky. Yeah. Well, it's better than the last fan we tried to fit in there.
Well, no, it wasn't even fitting. It was resting like this.
Yeah.
With this cable just up like that.
That's not even the one I was talking about. I was talking about that one with the ridiculous spinny thing on it.
Oh, you mean the thermal take one with the LED tracer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sadly I didn't retain the footage for that because I was like, I can't make any kind of video that isn't just colossally stupid out of this.
Oh. If you want, yeah. I can share the video now.
Have you still got it?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Are we going to show us some temp readings? We might be able to. Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's throw some benchmarks at it, shall we?
Yes, I will
yeah.
need to prepare.
Yeah, we need to do a little bit of prep work because this is a work computer that has sensitive data on it, so we can't do a capture without doing a bit of prep on this. However, yeah, I'm sure we can quickly do that. So what I will do, I'll get a monitor over here just so we can plug in a standalone monitor, and then you can rig up and test.
Yeah.
So yeah, one sec.
Oh, where? I have the video of the power supply, but I cannot find it. I can find other terrible setup photos. Like the time I burnt myself on my battery charger.
That's good.
Yeah. No, I've no idea where those pictures are. I have them.
Right, that.
Oh yes, I have a very unhappy mem test.
Oh dear.
Yes.
I believe that it's still plugged in for something.
It's an IC lead.
Whoop. Oh, blimey. Memories, man. What's on my hair? I look like Malcolm Reynolds. That's being too generous, actually. I wish. Okay. There we go. Right, there's display output there. You just need a keyboard.
Yes.
Whoop. Okay. Right. Let's go to that for a bit.
Oh, good.
Right, we're just going to make some adjustments. I shall come around this side for a moment.
How do I quit Discord? Discord, stop.
Discorder. Who hates that new intro noise that Discord makes?
Discord has noises?
Yeah. When you open it now, it goes, Discorder.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I'm not joking. I'm not making that up. That's literally what it does now.
I feel like you're trying to bamboozle me.
I'm genuinely not. It makes stupid noises, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'm sure you can turn it off, but like I can't be asked to. I run Discord on like half a dozen computers, and I can't be bothered to set up my preferences on every one of them. The only preference I obviously set is to switch off the incoming message noise, the one that goes, you know, because ain't nobody got time for that.
You want to say what?
Okay, that can go there. That can go there.
Where are temperatures?
Right, let's see. That an old thermal tape case? No, it's a Corsair Obsidian 750D. Oh, David already got there first. Reservoir looks yellowish, or is that just the lighting? Just the lighting, I think.
Okay. Well, maybe we did fix something.
Are your temps good then?
Well, I'm now idling at 47, not 60.
Nice. That is definitely an improvement. Bam.
I have nothing installed on this for this stuff. So you got like an R23
I
installer.
do. Where is my SSD? There it is.
Oh, and you do actually mean yours, not mine.
How dare you? That's got a toolkit on it that's got R23 in it. If we want to hit it with a graphics load as well, it's got the Firmark installer in there as well. Firmark will do something. Yeah, Firmark will warm up the GPU. That's good enough, isn't it? So yeah, yeah, that's how that's going. That's going okay.
Let's not show the world the CVs.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently Office has uninstalled itself.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Thanks, Office.
Can you sync Discord with settings across devices? I don't know. Can you? I haven't seen that.
As far as I'm aware, only in light mode and dark mode.
Fair enough. Yeah. Why did we put the PSU fan side up? Because A, this case has a really sucky bottom vent, and B, fan up is better. I like fan up because, I mean, on this power supply actually it's kind of a moot point because it has an always on fan. However,
It does now.
Yeah. Most of the time on most gaming computers now, I tend to run power supplies with start-stop fans like Corsair RMs and stuff like that. And with those, you want the fan to be pointing up because it means the heat can rise out of the power supply. So you get more heat escape. And before anyone says it, your GPU doesn't care about that kind of heat rise. So yeah. And in addition to that, it means you don't need to worry about cleaning the bottom vent. This computer sits on the floor, and you don't want an intake off of a floor. That's a terrible idea as well. So yeah. Fan speed. Fan speeds have been engaged. So that's that. So yes, new hoses are going to be a thing. We forgot to bring the hose today, or Caradog forgot to bring the hose today, so we've had to reuse these. But it's going to get new hoses, so that'll be fine. Do-do-do.
Apparently, my motherboard is horrifically reporting my power usage.
Yeah, a lot of them seem to do that. Yeah, I've seen them all over the place as well. The problem is I don't know how to read that properly. Oh, we're getting warmth off of the rad now. Yeah, I take it you're hitting the CPU at the moment. Cool. All right. Are we set for capture? Okay, I'll get capture ready then. Right. Okay, stand by. We're going to rig up capture now. I will have to deprive you of your current vision.
Okay.
Whoop. Whoop. Okay, let's go. I'm going to studio mode and HDMI. Copy protected content. What? What? Why is your monitor output copy protected? Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Let's try replugging it. Oh, we had to. Yeah. What? Yeah, it came up for a moment, then we got copy protected content again. What the hell? My Gamer Mini.
Well then, apparently the answer is no. He's probably trying to, authenticate HDCP,
Yeah.
HS, DPS,
I don't know what to do about that.
JLMNOP.
I've never actually seen that appear. I'll quickly switch out to a different capture card because I can do that fairly easily.
Here is the other capture card I have.
Yeah. This should be entirely unnecessary, but this is where we live now, apparently. See if we can do this without detaching the microphone. And can we pop that in there? We can.
However, that's an interesting issue to have had.
Yeah. That's not something I was expecting.
Okay. Interesting to see.
I've plugged in a different capture card. Live Gamer Mini. Switch you out to. I can't see from here.
Elgato.
No, it's not the Elgato. It's
USB video.
Must be USB video. Yeah, there it is. Okay, right.
Clearly, the little USB one does not care.
Yeah. There we go.
Possibly because Chinese.
I was going to say, this capture card doesn't care about HDCP. There we go, right. Let me get you a bit more window projector. There you go. Okay.
Good. My processor is fractionally faster than 1700X. I'm so pleased. It's an entire generation newer.
Awesome. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's see them temps while R23 runs. Also, is that really the best it's got?
Yeah.
Huh. Was there just not much generation? Was there not that much between first and second gen then?
It's about 15%.
Huh.
But also, just
Yeah.
my core clocks aren't particularly high on this one.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
As far as I can tell, this was a really medium processor. It was just fine.
Yeah.
Like, it can just about do 4 gigahertz.
Yeah.
Like, with effort, it can do 4 gigahertz. And it's just like,
Fair enough.
it should have hit like 4. I think the spec says 4.3 opportunistic.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna
So-
move my face because I'm covering up the CPU temperature. Let's move me. Where shall I go? I'm gonna go down here. I don't think there's anything down here. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. So we're getting, where are we getting there? 70 degrees while cinebenching, or is that 68? Oh no, it's 60, 60.
Yeah.
Wow, 60 degrees full load. That's all right, isn't it?
It's not terrible.
Oh, actually, yeah. I suppose this is only second gen.
Yeah, and it's a case of, yeah, it's just a case of it's fine.
Yeah,
But yeah, the performance certainly isn't particularly great on this one.
yeah. So yeah, mediocre
Because
performance.
this CPU itself is weak.
Yeah.
It is below average.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
yeah.
fair enough.
but it certainly does what it needs to. Just for some reason, it's not peaking quite as much as it was doing.
Yeah. On the other hand, though, we are now getting decent temperatures on the CPU, which
Yeah,
means
okay,
primary objective achieved.
Oh
Because
yeah, absolutely.
did you say it was idling at like 60 before?
Yeah, it was, but it was a case of it was idling at 60 and maximum load at 61.
Ah,
So yeah,
What the hell?
idle
Yeah.
was trash, but the load was identical.
yeah.
kind of thing.
Whereas
So
now
like-
it's actually idling properly because we're idling at 36. Wow, that's a massive drop.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably going to go up a bit as the liquid warms up.
yeah,
But that'll take like half an hour. We're not going to sit around and wait for that.
yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just intrigued. 'Cause my fan should be clearly smart fan reset.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just
Why do you
because
normally run them faster?
The front intake's just set to 100% by default normally.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. fair
Because
enough.
obviously 2 140s, 3 120s to
Yeah.
balance the airflow to make sure it's positive. I just run them 100% all the time because I can't hear them over the sound of a person being in the office as well, kind of thing. So
Especially if you've got it down on the floor. You know,
Yeah.
there's a big difference. When you've got your computer down on the floor, you won't notice it much. Whereas when it's up on the desk and it's next to you,
yeah,
you can hear it a lot more.
yeah,
So, yeah.
absolutely. But yeah, it's very much a case of
Yeah.
noise is not an issue when you're in an office where there's like 3 people, 4 people on a quiet day. So yeah,
Yeah.
but yes,
Yeah.
it functions.
Do you know what type of hose we've got? Is it polyurethane or
It
vinyl?
is whatever the EK hoses are.
Yeah.
I literally just went EK website,
Yeah.
add all to basket.
So
buy.
it's whatever EK sell then, basically.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Let's see. Yeah. Good. Okay. Well, that's good then. So have we got Thermark?
where is my GPU? Scrolls list.
Just see how that GPU is doing.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, clocks are at 3.7. Yeah, this is not a great clocking CPU. It can probably go a little bit higher, but it'll be a lot of work for not a lot of result, basically.
Yeah, 50C. That's not terrible.
50C, yeah.
And then it's going.
Is that under load at the moment?
Yeah.
Or are you folding on it at the moment? Oh wow, so we were doing all of those tests with the GPU under load as well.
Yeah.
So that's 60 degrees load on the CPU while the GPU is also loaded out. So yeah, and we're at 50 degrees. That's pretty rad. Good. Oh well, that's a result then.
Pop up viewer, come on. Oh, where are you?
The power supply fan is plugged into the motherboard. It can be connected into the power supply itself. It's just a bit more work. But in this case, we just plugged it into a motherboard fan header,
Oh well.
which is completely acceptable. I mean, in a way, it's a case of, oh, the power supply is not able to control the speed of its own fan. However, power supplies don't get hot enough for that to actually matter. So that's not something that I would be concerned about anyway.
Certainly not with
Yeah.
a Noctua in there, which can sit at 75% speed and you can never hear it.
Yeah.
And will shift a load of air.
Pretty much that.
So, yeah.
So, yeah. Good. All right.
Oh, no, it doesn't single core. Oh, thread, shall I say. See if we get better results.
Excuse me a moment. I'm just going to adjust just so we can see everyone again.
Boom.
There we go.
Hello.
You now exist again.
Exactly the same. No change.
Where does the fan cable go through? Fan cable is just peeking out the top of the PSU. It is, hang on a minute, if we go to that one,
Yeah.
the fan cable is there, just coming out the top of the power supply there. It's coming out, and then that's just going up through here, and it's coming up to this boy up here, which is a bit round the houses, actually, but whatever. It works. So, yes, there we go.
There you go. All sorted. Good.
Yeah, right. Are we done? Is that everything at the moment? Oh, that was the wrong one. Yeah, cool. So the temperatures are vastly improved. The loop is clean. We do still need to replace the hoses, but that can be done another time. However, yeah, we've this was essentially a practice run for that now. There's still lots of small bubbles here. These will all clear over time, basically. Over time and starts and stops and heat cycles, those bubbles will push through to the reservoir, and then eventually it'll clear and we'll have just clear running in there. You know, just give that occasional flicks and stuff. So yeah, good. All right. Yeah. Are we finished?
Absolutely. It's all done.
Yeah, we are finished, and we've gone to 2.5 hours, which is about right. So yeah, we're going to wrap up for today then, I think. So yeah. The stopwatch broke. We weren't running it today. I was just going to see how this went, basically. However, we seem to have done just over 2 hours, which I think is quite reasonable. I think that's good time. So yeah, good. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. In that case, we're gonna get out of here. So let's go back to there. Pray to the PC gods that it will not leak.
Yeah. Didn't leak last time.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We should be good. We should be good.
Yeah. There's no reason for it to, is there?
Not particularly.
Yeah, all the joints.
We took the block apart, but it hasn't leaked yet, so it's fine.
And, you know, being an EK, I can't see that having a problem either.
No, exactly.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. Fangirl on the PSU? Nah. Good. Right. We're going to jet. So, yes, thanks everyone for tuning in. We will be back next week as usual with something else. Yeah, we'll come up with something. As I say, we've got more things to tinker with. So yeah, we'll be doing something else next week as well. We'll be back for another show, and we'll be doing the questions and all the rest of it. So yeah, right. In the bin 6. Yeah, that's everything. Right, I'm tired. We're going. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll be back next week. That's all. With something. Yep. Stay tuned for that. As always, links for support are in the description down below. And yeah, we'll be back next Sunday. I will be live on my Twitch channel tomorrow with some games. I'm going to smash that into the chat anyway. So if you guys want to see some Hollow Knight, I'll be playing Hollow Knight tomorrow at twitch.tv/netherthem, which is there. I'll be playing Hollow Knight tomorrow at 7 p.m. UK. So other than that, we'll be back next Saturday with some more tinkering. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye for now. See you soon.
Ciao.
Ciao. Oh, I need to go over here to get end stream.
Where am I ending the stream?
Bam.